New at 11, what caused this plane to crash in West Boynton Beach over the weekend? That is the question federal investigators are hoping to answer as they sift through the wreckage of the single-engine aircraft.
2 people died when it went down in the Loxahatchee Wildlife Refuge, and that's where News Channel 5's Evan Axelbank joins us live. And Evan, the investigation into the crash is being met with physical obstacles tonight.
Yeah, it is, Michael. You know, right now the crash itself, the crash site itself, is about 9 miles north from where I'm standing. It is through very thick swamp, and tomorrow morning federal investigators will be here bright and early at 8 o'clock. Because the wreckage is surrounded by miles of swamp, Chopper 5 had to take these videos from the air. Tonight, the bodies of an experienced pilot and possibly a relative are still buried under 7 feet of water and mud.
Our concern is with getting them out of there as soon as possible. So we're going to move along a path that gets that done as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Dennis Diaz of the NTSB spent an hour and a half at the wreckage today doing an initial assessment and accounting for what he called the 4 corners of the plane: the 2 wingtips, the nose, and the tail.
We know at least the entire airplane made it to the accident scene.
But he says they're days away from determining what caused the crash. He says they'll look at data from radar, the weather, history of the plane, and talk to at least one witness who saw it go down.
There's an old saying that says, don't let a developing theory inhibit your investigation. And so we try and gather all the facts that we can at this initial phase and not draw any conclusions.
The investigation has moved slowly so far because of swampy terrain and the threat of alligators. The site is only accessible by airboat.
Each one is unique, whether it's a frozen lake in Maine or the Everglades. Each poses their own unique challenges.
The single-engine plane is registered to Air Orlando, a flight school in Central Florida, but it was not on a training mission. Rather, a spokesman for Air Orlando says that the pilot was on personal business in South Florida and likely headed to North Palm Beach Airport. Michael, there are no black boxes on board like there are on commercial planes, but authorities are hoping that they will be able to collect evidence using a new piece of technology that actually preserves some of the latest instrument readings that were on those that was on the plane, in hopes that that new technology will help them piece this together a little bit better. Authorities still have not released the name of those victims, but their relatives were here earlier today, but they did not speak to the media. We are live tonight in West Boynton Beach. Evan Axelbank, WPTV, News Channel 5.